Men often make mistakes not only during the relationship, but also at the time of breakup, which can lead to the final loss of his girlfriend or wife. In the presence of certain flaws, a woman begins to wonder if she really sees you as a real man. If a man shows weakness in his behavior, a woman notices it, and the talk about dominance in the relationship becomes inappropriate. Often men go too deep into a relationship, forgetting that at that moment every single thing they do is being analyzed by the woman. For example, some adult men complain to their wives about life's difficulties. My recommendation is to avoid complaining in front of your girlfriend or even an acquaintance. Even if she is your wife, avoid complaining because this behavior shows your weakness and indicates that there is something to bring you to your knees. Women do not welcome men who are ready to kneel before them or before possible difficulties that they will have to face in life. If a woman makes the decision to leave, it means that over a period of time there were actions that led to the fact that she stopped appreciating you, experiencing romantic feelings and emotions. There are always reasons for a breakup, and they are worth understanding. If a woman lacks emotions for you, she may look elsewhere for them. There is no such thing as a woman having romantic feelings and love and suddenly switching abruptly to another man. The transition to losing interest from a woman is usually due to your mistakes or a series of mistakes viewed from a psychological perspective. If, however, the woman did bad things to you without showing any change to you and you remained the same as you were, it means that she never had feelings for you. She was always looking for gain and didn't take you seriously from the beginning. A lot of things can be changed not only in the course of a relationship but also in the process of breaking up. If a woman decides to leave you, you can change the dynamic so that she is in a more vulnerable position. By taking a number of psychological actions, you can redirect the outcome of the breakup in your favor. Knowing about psychology can help you succeed in your interactions with women. By learning in advance about how to properly end relationships with girls, you can avoid nervous tension and independently control the development of some relationships. Men often make common mistakes in the breakup process. It is important to realize these mistakes, and to begin with, I will tell you about the ones that men most often make when breaking up. It is observed that young men take a more emotional approach to the divorce process than women themselves. In case of a breakup, there is high emotionality on the part of the man, whereas a woman may just cry and forget after a few days. Men, on the other hand, are often overly emotional, resorting to various strategies in an attempt to win the woman back. A series of insults and apologies ensue. Sometimes men become so emotional during the divorce process that they first insult the woman and then, a day later, offer her marriage just to get back together. So, to prevent all of the above, I've prepared 3 techniques for you to put into practice. If a woman decides to leave you or states her intention to end the relationship, here's what you can do. First, show understanding about her decision to leave. Why do women seek to end relationships? Why do they run away and never come back? The answer is simple, because you are holding them back. When you start confronting a woman by holding her back and telling her how much you love her, even resorting to possibly more dramatic statements about your breakup in hopes that it will work, the result can be quite the opposite. Trying to invoke pity, to hold her down, will only increase her desire to leave. However, if you accept her decision without resistance, accept that she wants to leave without trying to hold her back, it may hurt her and perhaps she will change her mind. This method won't work if your relationship wasn't serious or not enough time has passed and you haven't lived together. In that case, she may leave and never come back, whether you keep her or not. However, if you have been living with her for a long time, chances are very high that by telling her you're free, I'm not holding you back and leaving in the doldrums, she may decide to come back almost immediately or after a while. This is a simple technique to use during a breakup. Second move. Joy. What do men do when they break up unwillingly? Of course, they feel sadness and sorrow, and some, more emotional, may even shed tears in front of the woman. I cannot condemn such men, after all, and myself, once faced with such feelings. Parting with loved ones is always painful, regardless of the reasons. Even in the case of infidelity, you may not feel anger and hatred, but rather sadness and despondency. What if instead of showing sadness in such moments, you felt joy? As if you weren't showing sadness, but rather joy in the process of breaking up? And the woman will notice it. I know how that would work. It will definitely touch her, I guarantee you 100%. But it won't work if you don't do it naturally. If the woman decides to leave, just smile at her and wish her luck. When she picks up her things, feel happy as if nothing special is happening. However, don't play a role, try to instill this in yourself. I realize this may be difficult, but the more natural you are at it, the better. The third technique. Actively engage in your life, socialize with girls, make new acquaintances, do not be afraid to start new relationships. In general, fully immerse yourself in your life. First of all, ask yourself what advantages you see in life without relationships, and you will find them. Develop yourself, fill your day with different events and activities. Do things you've wanted to do for a long time but couldn't because of the relationship. Your ex will be watching you, and if your life improves dramatically in a short period of time, it will be a hint to her about how unsuccessful she was with you. This will hurt her ego. People who leave may seem happy in the beginning, but over time something may falter and they will discover flaws. It's not how it starts that matters, but how it ends. If you are active in your life and don't stop doing so, you increase the likelihood that she will want to come back. In case she wants to start over, be unavailable and make her take the initiative. Even if you haven't been able to get over your ex yet, and sometime after the breakup she shows a desire to come back, it's better not to go back right away. Allow her to stay in the asking role. If you say no once, she may try again, but don't give up. After a breakup, don't take your ex back until she sincerely shows remorse, gets on her knees, crying. Even then, only give her a small chance if you are still in your heart. I would refrain from doing that. If she broke your trust once, there is a high risk that she will do it again. So I recommend not starting a relationship again with your ex, given that there are plenty of other, more attractive and wonderful women in the world. If you value yourself, you shouldn't go back to your ex, especially if she expressed a lot of negative words and claimed she didn't feel anything. Give a like under this video and share your comments. Thank you for your attention.